morning, everyone, and welcome to Free Daily Coaching. This morning is a Wednesday, so I did a Wednesday wake up this morning because, again, it's another morning where we're getting up and going for it, right? Going out and taking the day by storm. Today is finally we're here for an upload day, and I'm excited about it, and then there's like a little bit of anxiousness on the other side of that as well, and we've been talking about it on Free Daily Coaching for the past few weeks now about a project that I've been working on with Rob, and so we've got a site built out, a membership site, and we started uploading some different things to it. And I've got a bunch of my stuff ready. So today I upload the images and upload the content and get most of it, if not all of it, over there and uploaded and ready to go. So an exciting day, a busy day, a day where a fun day because we'll do some pop-up webinars. We were actually it was on the calendar actually and scheduled. I was going to do it yesterday, and it happened that my lovely wife, her schedule changed up a little bit. So she was actually able to have yesterday off, and because we thought she was gonna have some time at the end of the week, and that changed up a little bit. So that being said, today is the day. So we're going to be doing a bunch of uploading, and we'll be doing some pop-up webinars. This evening is the industry-wide webinar that happens every single Wednesday night at 9 p.m. So we will send you over there at the end of the call. So anyways, that's it. You know what? Today we're going to do some pop-up webinars, and really the call today is about what happens over time, right? And we showed this, and I showed this earlier in the week with my co-branded page with Aweber. What happens with time and being able to take action over time is you start to get results, and then those results are going to take you and tell you what the next actions are, right? What the next steps are for you to take to move forward and where to go next. And it's just that simple. It's simple as taking action, getting a result, letting the result tell you which way to go next, so that you can get a good result, so you can continue to get a positive result. That's it. It's just moving. It's trying to move forward based on actions and results-based actions. It's just that simple. I was thinking about this yesterday. The reality of paid advertising is, and everything else, the 80-20 rule, or the 90-10 rule, or whatever you break it up into, right? It does apply across the board. And this is why it was so strange. I was thinking about paid ads for some reason yesterday. I was doing a project out on the out on the ranch, doing something with the animals, I don't know, moving a hose or something. And I was thinking about paid ads, and I was thinking about how when you run a paid ad, you might run, 10 different variations of an ad, and out of those 10 variations, maybe only one, maybe two are actually decent, right? They're good. So then there again is the 80-20 rule. Well, I was thinking of it in even a broader sense. I was thinking of a couple different projects, not even just different like specific paid advertising projects, but I was just thinking about projects, ideas that you've had or I've had that I've tried to implement, just different things in my business, right? Because there's a couple constants that I know work that are just I do on the regular, and that's what provides, a decent stable income. Then in addition, I'm trying all these different little variations. Okay, let's try this, let's try this, let's try adding in these different components and trying different things, right? Different variations to do different revenue streams. It's the same in that. You might try 8 different things that don't work and then you get one that, the 2 that work out of the 10. So out of 8, you get 8 failures or 8 things that don't work or don't pan out the way you thought. The result isn't the desired result. And even with changes and variations, it still doesn't give you the result that you want. That happens, and that's real. That's the reality of life, right? So I was thinking about that yesterday in terms of different projects and different tools and all the different funnels I've tried. Like, think of how many funnels and maybe you haven't, but in my business, I know I've created quite a few, and I've used quite a few pre-done funnels in addition to the already done for me funnels that I've had access to with various different affiliate programs and the custom funnels that I made myself. How many of those funnels did I actually have and use, and then how many actually gave me the result that I was looking for? Even with changed behavior, different ad sets, different target groups, right? Really refining that process. Even with that, how many of them really performed the way that I was looking for? And you could look at the same thing and say, okay, of my funnels, how many are really giving me what I'm trying to accomplish, what I'm trying to achieve? So these are real questions that we can look at, and we can see this pattern across the board happening. And I didn't think about it. You can keep on zooming in if you'd like, or you could take a step back as well and see how the 80-20 rule applies, or how the 90-10 rule is actually applying itself, and the pattern is actually happening. And not only in the amount of people that you talk to, the amount of people that are gonna, apply something of a training, all this pattern is permeating throughout multiple layers of the experience of life, or at least in the marketing experience that I'm having, and the marketing and the advertising portion. This pattern seems to also dominate in other layers of the business, and one is in application. So if it applies itself to Facebook ads, if it takes you 10 different variations of a Facebook ad to maybe get it right, what do you think, how many different, let's go use a totally different marketing technique. Let's go say we're gonna try solo ads. It might take, out of 10 solo ad providers, we might only find 2 that we actually get a good result. And that's, let's say we have like a proven, we know that the email series is the proven, right, funnel that converts. That could be brought across the board to an ad set on any platform. Now we can break it and go, hey, it could also be on different projects. How many different projects, how many different things, when I say things, how many different things have you tried to promote? So have you tried a lot of different things? We talk about all these people that go from company to company. Well, isn't that in the beginning of your marketing career and probably your home-based business career? Isn't that what happens? That's the experience of a lot of people, of a majority of the people, because they're trying to figure out what to do. So they're not only going from thing to thing because they're doing it because they have hope, that they're hopeful that they're going to be able to learn something to be able to actually apply, to be able to get a good result. That's ultimately the reality. So in that process, in that time that they're having, that they're making multiple decisions, there's going to be a number, whatever that is, a certain number that aren't going to be successful, right? A certain number of those ideas that they're trying aren't going to be successful. Some of them are going to be successful, right? That's the reality. And I'm finding that that pattern repeats itself in multiple different areas. And I just recognized it because I was like, oh, because I started mentally listing some different things that I thought would work, that I would get going, and that just didn't really catch, mainly because they didn't catch with me. And I got to get really excited about it if I'm going to build it and do it and do something on a regular basis, right? And so a lot of the things were just ideas that I had that just didn't that didn't really work, or directions I was going to go that didn't pan out. And I look at that and I go, oh, you know what? There was at least, 10, or for every 10, only 2 actually had, some kind of result. That's real. That is a reality. So that 80-20 rule, the 90-10 rule in your business, in your efforts, look at what you're doing as always when you're taking action and getting a result. Look at what you're doing not as sometimes we go out and we take some actions and we think, oh, that sucked, that was a total failure. We all have that experience, every single one of us, right? The difference between those that are thriving and experiencing abundance and having success, this is a reality. The difference between those that aren't experiencing success and those that are is that the people that are having success are not looking at all of these experiences where they take action and get a result, and it's an undesired result, and they try and adjust the behavior and they still don't get a positive result. They're not looking at that as a failure. They're looking at that as a learning opportunity. They learn something there, and it could have been something as simple as, that's not a skill set I possess, I'm going to outsource that, right? I tried it, I adjusted behavior, I didn't get the result, I adjusted the behavior, I didn't get the result, I adjusted the behavior, I didn't get the result. You know what? I just really can't do this. Maybe this is something I should outsource, because there's other people having success in XYZ. Maybe it was making a graphic, an eye-popping graphic. You just never got the attention that you wanted on the ad because you never got a visual that was actually working, right? That could be a reality. So this 80-20 rule, how it affects us on a bigger level, it really, in our business, can start to permeate all the way through. And if we're not looking and taking that step back to say, hey, listen, you know what? A lot of the things that we're going to try are not going to be successful, or we're not going to, and rather, not that we're not successful, it's not going to give us the result, the exact result that we desire on the first attempt. That's reality. It's not going to give us the exact result that we desire on the first attempt, but that doesn't mean that we can't do something multiple times based on the result we're getting to try and achieve a different result. So that's it, little motivation for the day. We'll do a couple pop-up webinars here in just a little bit. We'll be starting them, so look for those throughout the day. And we've got some exciting updates along the way. I'll do some updates on what we're doing on automation so you guys can see that. And for those that are in those pop-up webinars, you'll get a little sneak peek of what we're doing and a little behind the scenes. So we'll see you guys the next time here at Free Daily Coaching.